Guys, it's Coach Rudy, and I'm just here in my vegetable garden here. I want to be able to give you guys an idea as to where I source and where I get my veggies, and I go out to the farmers market. I purchase quite a bit of crucifers and kale and spinach and whatnot. But I actually do have some kale in my vegetable garden here. I just want to give you guys an idea what that looks like. This is a great kale that can go into your salads. So basically, we just pluck a leaf off at a time, and we're good to go. And so I like to also always use a lot of fresh ingredients, and we got some tomatoes here, cherry tomatoes, that we can go into our salads. These are great additions for to give it a little bit more zest and flavor in your salads. But I also want to show you guys some Thai basil that I have here. That's Thai basil, and so it's a great herb to add to your stir fry and also to your salads. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to be able to use that. Alright guys, so we're down into my kitchen here. I'm going to show you guys a couple of quick go-to recipes that I have for making salads. And so, I ripped up the kale. You see the kale from the garden we pulled out back. I tore it up. This is my little Tupperware that I'm going to take on the road with me. I'm going to be out doing some appointments and working on the road this afternoon. So I'm going to pack 2 meals. So this big Tupperware here feeds Coach for 2 meals. All these greens here is going to feed me for 2 meals. Okay, this is the kale from the garden. And so oils, we talked about oils that I use for my salads. I have a couple I want to show you guys here. We have our go-to that everyone knows about, which is the olive oil. Okay, this is the good fats that you want to put in your body, so this is good oil. A lot of people make salads with olive oil, but this is another oil that I use that not many people are familiar with, and that's medium chain triglycerides, basically coconut oil, liquid coconut oil. Now coconut oil, regular coconut oil solidifies, it's solid in room temperature, so this is a very cold MCT is what we really want from coconut oil, is the main medium chain triglycerides that we want from coconut oil. And I mix it. Sometimes I use this for my salad, sometimes I use that for my salad. This has a really faint, soft coconut flavor, which I love. I was born in the tropics. So these are a couple of oils. You want to have these oils in your body. So for every salad, I would have my Herbalife measuring spoon here. 1 tablespoon of oil, either olive oil or coconut oil. Okay. Now certain recipes and certain salads tend to work better with certain oils. For instance, if I want to make like an Asian salad, like a Thai Asian salad, so that's why I got the Thai basil from the garden here. You notice how I cut up the basil leaves. Okay, so this is the Thai basil that we just got from the garden. You can make a little Thai salad here. And so what I'll do is I get some olive oil. Okay, I usually make a bit of this. I don't cook it in 1 tablespoon at a time. I'll put like 3, 4, 5 tablespoons, so I make enough oil that will sit for, will give me enough dressing for like 3 or 4 meals, right? So I'll get like 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil. I'll get a little pan, right? And I'll put the olive oil and the basil in the pan. And sometimes I'll add some Thai chilies because I like mine spicy. Let me get some chilies from the fridge. So we pull the chilies from the garden and we freeze them, and I'll slice them up and I'll add this in with the Thai basil, the royal basil. And I want to cook this and simmer it over low heat because you want to get the aroma and the flavor out of these herbs and spices here. And the chilies into your oils, and then what I do with the Thai with the Thai Caesar salad, salad dressings, I'll add some rice vinegar. Okay, so get some vinegar in there. I'll add some fish oil. Not fish oil, fish sauce. You can get this from a local grocery store, just a little bit, not too much. And also we'll add some sesame oil. You notice I'm rich in the oils here. I'm going to get back to that in a second. Okay, so I'll add that all in, and then I'll cook it over maybe about 10-15 minutes over low heat. You don't want to burn these herbs and spices over low heat because you want to just draw the aroma and the flavor out of these herbs and spices. and then set it aside. And what I'll do is I'll add a packet of this stevia. So I do have very little bit of sugar. Okay, in my one day of eating for Coach, I have less than 50 net grams of carbs, which is basically, you know, I would safe to say I would be even under 30 net grams of carbs. So one packet of this gives me 1 net gram of sugar. And so I don't eat table sugar, I don't eat brown sugar, I don't eat cane sugar, I don't eat honey. I don't eat any of those sugars that are high on glycemic. This is a stevia sugar, which won't spike your insulin level. So I'll add just one packet of this into the oil mixture that I just made, the Thai oil mixture that I just made, and it'll give me a little bit of sweetness that's not overbearing, but it'll give me a little bit of flavor there. And then I'll add one of these packets in. So what I'll do is I'll put all that together. Okay, I'll cook up the Thai oil salad dressing together, and then I'll let it sit for a bit, and then I'll add 1 tablespoon or a couple of tablespoons, because remember, this is 2 meals for me here, a couple of tablespoons to this Tupperware of kale. Okay, so that is my salad. I have 2 meals on the go. I never leave my meals without my shake and or my salad, depending on how many hours you're going to be out for. Now, if you're going to be out away at work all day, then you need to account for that. If you know you're going to be out of the house for 9 hours, that means you have to have 3 meals with you, right? Or 1 meal and 2 snacks, or 2 meals and 1 snack, depending on what part of the day it is. And so that's my meal. Let me show you what my protein looks like, okay? So I actually worked a barbecue yesterday, and I grilled my lean protein here. So I got lean ground beef with some barbecue chicken. You see how I cut it up into strips, okay? So what I'll do is I'll add like 3 or 4 strips to this salad per meal. So I have like maybe a couple of little pieces of like beef patties I made, homemade beef patties with ground beef. I'll put a couple in there, 1 for each meal. I put 3 or 4 strips of chicken breast in there, each 1 for each meal. So in total in here, I would have 2 of these beef balls and 8 strips of chicken breast. Okay, not a whole chicken breast, 8 strips of chicken breast, right? 4 for each meal. And if I'm, depending on what my workout is that day, if I train a heavier muscle group, then I'll have a little bit more protein in there. But what I would also do is I get this, I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like ground beef, okay, but it's not. We have this store in Canada called Bulk Barn, and one of the stuff that they have in Bulk Barn that I love is called TVP. It's textured vegetable protein, and I'll have like maybe a cup full of this into my salad. It's going to give me about 50 grams of protein. A cup full is going to give me about 50 grams of protein. It's basically deflated soy. Okay, so if you guys remember from my videos, if you don't remember, I'm going to add it to the end of this video. I want to have at least 50% of my plant protein from plant-based proteins. The reason being plant-based being heart-friendly. So I'm not like a carnivore. I'm not a vegan. I don't swing on either extremes, because I believe there are benefits on both ends in terms of being put together a well-rounded palate and a plate that's going to really fuel your body in terms of give your body what it needs. But I want to have 50% of my protein from plant-based proteins, and so the soy here is going to help me give me that plant-based protein. Soy is the only whole complete protein in the plant kingdom, and so it's like you buy this the TVP, textured vegetable protein. You add boiling water to it. It kind of mushrooms up, and then you can stir fry with it. I stir fried mine with coconut oil that I just showed you. I stir fry my TVP with coconut oil, and it becomes like really crispy, almost like bacon bits. Okay, but it's not bacon. It's soy protein. It's so awesome. And I'll add this to my salads, and it gives me a little crunch in there. I have my proteins, I have my oils in there, and so I'm good to go. That's my salad I'm going to make today to hit the road later on this afternoon. I'm going to have some Thai salad with me, and so a real quick background information here. Your body fuels on 2 primary sources. Okay, you either have glucose metabolism, which is going to fuel on carbs and sugars, or it's going to fuel on ketones, which is basically going to fuel on fats, and fats meaning oils. And so you want to condition your body, create an environment in your body that your body's burning fats and oils, ketones efficiently. And so what we got to do is we really got to detox your body from the carbs and sugar. Now, for you guys, for you who are on the looking to lean out and get and lose weight and lose fat and whatnot, and for you ladies, I mean, what you want to do is really cut back on your carbs and starchy intakes. I'm gonna put a link to a video that I'm gonna talk about carbs in further detail at the end of this video. But essentially, you want to be able to cut down the amount of starchy intake that you have in your snacks, in your meals. So basically what that looks like is rice, noodles, pasta, breads. I don't care if it's whole wheat, white bread, brown bread, green bread. I don't care what color bread it is. You want to cut out those starches out of your intake, because what happens is when you put carbs in your body, whether that be pasta or noodles or bread, it converts to sugars, glucose. And when there's glucose in your bloodstream, your body is going to be wired to tap that as an energy source. So your body is not going to be able to develop ketones, which is being able to burn fat more as an energy source, and that's what you want. So you want to eliminate all that stuff out, eliminate those carbs, and I say carbs and I include sugars in it because that's what basically it breaks down into your body, and switch to oils. That's why I'm giving you guys this breakdown about oils and the essential oils that you want to put in your body. You guys, I hope you guys are on the Herbal Lifeline, the omega-3s. I take 6 to 8 omega-3s a day. If you're not, you want to get on the omega-3s because no matter, what I'm showing you here, we're all omega-3 deficient, okay? Omega-3s is brain food, okay? Your brain is 96% fats and oils. And the reason why we have so many people today with ADHD and a prevalence with ADHD in our kids is because they're not getting enough omega-3s and they're getting sugar for breakfast. And you want to supplement with omega-3 Herbal Lifeline, and then you want to start adding these oils to your intake, okay? Coconut oil, olive oil, add them because your body's going to start fueling on these oils. And where you create a deficiency in terms of a caloric intake, when you have a deficient and you create a deficiency in the amount of calories you put in your body and the amount of calories that you burn in the day, then your body starts to burn stored fat. And that's not going to happen if you're eating sugars. You guys get that? You guys connect the dots now? So that's why I'm taking the extra minute here, the extra time here to shoot this video this weekend, because I'm getting so many questions coming in about, hey, what do I have for my snacks? Or what should my salad look like? What kind of dressing should I have for my salad? I'm hungry, I'm not hungry, I'm bloated, I'm this. This is going to tie it all in together. Get the oils in your body, eliminate the starches, eliminate the carbs, eliminate the fats, get the 50% plant-based protein, not just in your meal, in your snacks. Because what are snacks? Snacks are just smaller meals. Who said snacks are potato chips? Who said snacks are carbs? Who said snacks are biscuits? Who said snacks are crackers? I can't wrap my head around people. Like I have clients that come up to me and say, hey, this is a good snack, right? It says 0 calories. It says no whatever. I forget. It's basically synthetic. It says no calorie crackers. Why would you want to eat no calorie crackers? Okay, there's a much better alternative to that. Your body it's not just a matter of creating a calorie deficit. It's a matter of nourishing your body. You might as well drink air for snacks then, right? So the idea is you don't want to starve yourself. Okay, if you're ever hungry and you're starving, that's your body sending you a signal. It means feed me. Okay. Now the question is what? And now we just answered that question for you guys. Okay. So salads. These are my meals. These are my snacks. I know I'm Asian, but I don't eat rice at all. And so. What if someone comes up to me and say, hey coach, what about like if I have a family gathering, it's a family birthday party, am I okay to have a little bit of carbs? Yes, you can have a little bit of carbs. In fact, what I suggest is to have one day a week that you can kind of unwind a little bit. And for me, that's Saturday. Holy cow, that's actually today. But I don't do it every Saturday, but I dedicate Saturday as my day to quote unquote cheat. And I can have a little bit of carbs. I try not to eat rice. When I do have carbs on Saturday, I make it more of like potatoes or sweet potatoes, like something that's whole food as opposed to something that's processed. But you know what? You can have your rice, you can have your noodles on that one day, and then you're back on it, back onto your routine and your program here. I'll show you a couple of other ingredients that I add to different salads. So sometimes when I make salads, I get the oil and oil dressing, and I add some apple cider vinegar in there. You know, I got some turmeric that sometimes I add to my salad. This is turmeric again I got from Bulk Barn. This is great to help with inflammation. I got some cinnamon here that I get to in my salad. I got some crushed rosemary and parsley, right? So the idea here again is simple. You heat it in the oil over low heat, right, to draw out the flavor, draw out the aroma, the smell, and then you can add that to your salads and whatnot. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about this, do let me know. But I hope you guys really get this. You want to convert off a couple of three main points here. Okay, number one, cruciferous. Get your leafy greens. Stop eating stop eating lettuce and vegetables with no nutrient value, and start getting veggies which are dense in nutrient value. Number two, add oils to your day. Okay, if you're not supplementing in omega-3s, you want to make sure that you get on the Herbal Lifeline. It's the purest form of omega-3 there is in the marketplace. I mean, if I start talking about this, I'm going to spend another 15-20 minutes on this video. But aside from that, in your salads, you want to add other forms of omega-3s into your salad and saturate good fats in your salad. Medium chain triglycerides, MCT oil, olive oil. Okay. And number three, plant-based protein. 50% of your protein are from plant-based sources. We got our Herbalife shakes, which are plant-based protein, soy protein, and then we got my soy vegetable protein here that I add to my salad, which doubles and tastes like bacon bits, but it's not bacon. I can't believe it's not bacon. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I'm going to post the link. If you haven't already subscribed, I'm going to post the link in the top left here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be posting. This is something that I'm always giving value and coaching to you guys. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm going to give you the link to that. But I'm also going to post in the corners here other videos that I talk about in terms of protein, carbs, and good fats. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful. I hope you guys take away a lot of value from this. Go ahead and comment below if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye.